Hello, welcome to the shed. I thought I would do a video of packing for a trip that me and my son are about to have. So I thought I would film this and then have a bit of a ramble about the channel and what you guys can expect, and the fact that I'm fairly new to this, so I'm making mistakes along the way. I'm learning. I fell into a bit of a rabbit hole of looking at videos of how to start a YouTube channel and worrying about everything and getting all confused, and I thought, well, I'll just go back to making videos again. So I'm just going to do some packing, and while I pack I'll ramble on about things and the bits I'm packing, and then you can have a look and see what you think. So we're going on a 2-night trip, which should be quite good. So it's in a woodland. It's not much hiking, but we've got fires and stuff like that going on. So I'm not sure what tent to take. So I may take I've got the Durston X-Mid Pro 2, which I might take, but I'm just concerned that with the fires, that if we're having a fire and an ash ember falls on it, then it could get holes in it, and that being a fairly expensive tent, that's probably not the thing to take with me. So what I'll do is I'll get the rucksacks down. So we're going to use, I think I'm going to take I've got my son's pack, which is a Osprey pack. So we're not going to put much in here because he's quite strong, but he's only 8, and I haven't used this yet. But this is a Durston pack, a Kakwa or whatever it's called. This is the biggest one they do. So this is in the I don't know, I can't remember. Not sure what we got. Let's see what it says in here. I'm not sure what the material is. I'm sure it was the X. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, so Durston pack we'll try. I've got the Atom pack as well. This is an older one. I've had this a couple of years. I can't remember what they now call it. But this is quite a good pack. I love this pack. But the only problem with this one is that I do find these drinks bottle bits too high. But I mean, that's not a massive problem for what we're doing. I might take this one. No, I'll pack the Durston, because that is, I haven't tried it out yet really. So it's probably a good time to try it out. And then if I stop hitting my head on everything, I might take, I'm not sure what tent to take yet. I'm really not. So let's pack some sleeping bags. So I think I'm going to take this Zembivvy sleeping bag, which is in a very nice purple colour. This is a new one. It's the Trek. It's zipped as opposed to having the hooks on it. So I like this one. So the Zip Bed Trek, and this is the lower temperature rating. The other Zembivvy bag I've got is the, so this is the higher temperature rating. The other one I've got is the lower temperature rating. I'm not going to need a pack liner because it's not going to rain. We're fairly good for that. So I'll get that in there. I just stuff everything down into the bag. I don't tend to worry too much about stuff sacks and stuff like that. You just put them in. So my son will have it's a Rab Alpine 400. I like him in a sleeping bag a bit better because he doesn't then fall off of him. If he's got a quilt, I mean, I've got a Thermarest chorus quilt which he sometimes uses, but I think this time we'll just take this sleeping bag's quite good. It's quite light, so we'll stuff this one down in the bottom of his bag. He's not going to have much in his bag. I'm just going to put a sleeping bag and a roll mat, an air mat. So he is going to get he's drawn he's not the short straw. I draw no, I haven't drawn the short straw, but he's going to have this. This is a Thermarest. It's the Neo Loft. Possibly the most comfortable sleeping pad you'll ever have. So what I'll do is I'll pack this one down in here as well. Now I do use the pump sack on this one because the pump sack's amazing. It's huge. It only takes about 5 or 6 of these and it's fully blown up. So he's got that, and that, and then I will give him the pillow that I can't see right now. And so I did have I don't know. So we'll probably take this. This is the MSR. It's an little MSR cook kit. It's got saucepans, 2 saucepans, cups and 2 plates in it. So it's quite good because it has everything in it. So you don't need to bring anything else. You haven't got to worry about other stuff. I don't know where the pillow is I was going to do for him. It could be anywhere. I'll find it. So I'm going to take the Zen Bivy sleep mat because that's really comfy too. Ah, here we go. So I'm taking the Zen Bivy pillow, and then I think the other I was going to use a Nemo. He was going to take the Nemo pillow, and then I take a couple of extra pillows because I'm a side sleeper. I take a couple of extra pillows to just hold on to, and I find it more comfortable to side sleep like that, and it does feel a bit better. Not sure what stove to take yet. We've got our 2 chairs. So we've got a Helinox chair. I've got another one of these which has got a high back on it, so this is the chair 0L. The large one's a little bit better. It tends to you tend to fit in it a little bit better. The Chair Zero is quite tiny. I'm still undecided on a tent and a stove. Right, so we've got pillows and sleeping bag. I need a sleeping mat. Ahaha. So I'll take this one. So this is the Zembivy Flex Air mattress, 25 by 72. It's wide, tapers slightly. The pump sack on this that it comes with is truly atrocious. So I'll take a little miniature pump for that. This is not letting me out for some reason. It's still so that's all crammed down in there. So I've got everything there. I've got the pillow. I just need to add his pillow in. But I think that's in my truck. So should be okay. I'll take the saucepan, put that in mine for cooking, and then I need a stove. So I think I'll take the Optimus because it's my favourite stove. It might weigh a little bit more, but it's a great stove. So the Optimus Polaris, I think this is, says it on it. I've done a review of servicing this and stuff like that, so it's quite a... So we'll take that as a stove. This I'll fill that up full with, I think I've run out of Coleman fuel. Where's my other little bottle? So it's almost full. Put this back in here. And another little pillow here. This one's quite good. This is Sea to Summit. Aeros down regular. It's a little tiny pillow, but that'll do. Get that one tucked into his sleeping bag. I think what I'll do is I've got some I'll just go and grab the other fuel I've got in the other shed. So the other fuel I've got is Aspen 4, so you can use this. This is the same stuff as well, it works just as well as the Coleman fuel, the white gas. So we've got that. For food, I think I'm going to take, I've got these army ration kits, which I thought I'd give a go. They got loads of bits and pieces in them. Nuts, matches, tissue, a fork. So what I may do is, I think I've got 2 of these. I'll take those for food, because it's got, that'll be enough to get us going for the first bit when we're there for the first bit, so that'll be good. So he's got his food, his sleeping bag, pillows, mat. He's got the bits he needs in there. I've put the stove in, I've got the mat, I've got the pillows, I've got the saucepan. I do usually write a list for this, but I'm trying to sort of do this ad hoc, because I wanted to show you what to pack without too much worry. But maybe I should have done it. I'm not pretending to be very professional at this YouTube. I'm just trying, I'm starting. If you've got this far into the video, that's great. My ramblings are not always the most fun, but everybody starts somewhere, and I'm trying to start where I can start. So this is my bag of, I've always got this bag. This has got woolly socks and thermals in it. So a top and thermal trousers. So I always have this. I mean, it's not as necessary. Oh, I've got all sorts in here. So yeah, it's just got thermals, a pair of boxers. I don't know why I've got all of this in here. I don't need it this time. I won't need the thermals for this time of year. This is more my sort of colder weather, and then that's basically all you need is your clothes, and then I just have a little bag of dry clothes with thermals, socks, a new pair of pants, and then you can wear this at night, and that's all you need along with the clothes you're wearing. You don't need loads and loads and loads of clothes, changes of clothes, this, that and the other. You just put your wet clothes on the next day. They tend to dry pretty quickly, so I just do that. I've got one long fork. I do need to find the other long fork. Fork, spoon, spork. I've lost it for ages, and I can't seem to find it anywhere. I was hoping it was just going to turn up. What I will do is, I'll just check in here. So I always have very, washing up liquid, and then just a cloth in here. And then you've got 2 cups like this, so we can have our teas and waters and stuff, or whatever we need. Water out of a water bottle, really. It's not the most compact or light. I mean, it's fairly lightweight. It does pretty good. But you can do everything, because a lot of the stuff is boil in the bag that we've got. We can use that to do everything. Water, boil in the bag. It's got one saucepan, which is enough for everything. Should be good. Hello, I've had a quick sandwich. I've noticed that I kept hitting the microphone, so I've put the little fluffy bit on it and I've moved the mic over here a little bit. The whole idea of this video was it was supposed to be warts and all and just left going. So I've got some other bits. I got my other chair. So we've now got, what I'll do is I'll put the bits up here that I'm going to add later. So I've got a first aid kit here, which I take. I also noticed that the camera was really low, so I've moved the camera up a little bit on its stand. I'm still getting used. I've got Insta 360 Flow gimbal. I know gimbals are a little bit, they seem to be a little bit, you don't see them that often, but I feel like it's quite a good way for doing filming, as just if it's just you by yourself. So all I ever have in a first aid kit for almost everything I do is plasters. I got some sort of those steri strips for closing, slightly bigger wound dressing. Then I've got some bug repellent here. And then one thing you need when you go with a kid is cowpole, because inevitably they get a temperature in the tent at some point when you're away. So taking cowpole is a great idea. And then I have it all inside this first aid. I think this is X-Ped first aid kit, so it should be okay. What I might need to do is I might need to lock the exposure on this, because I think it's not going to let me get near it. Let me stop it. Right, I've now locked the autofocus and white balance, so we should be okay, a bit better now. Right, I think I'm going to take the X-Mid Pro, because the weather's nice. We should get minimal condensation. We can leave stuff open if necessary, leave the doors open. I just have some little carabiners on this. I've still got the guy line that it came with. I don't need that because I'll take my other guy lines. What I do need to find is the ground sheet for this. That could be a hunt in itself. I don't know if these have written on them what they're for. This has got to be it, because it's got the elastic for the poles, and it's slightly funny shape. So let me see if I can. I'll clip this to it whilst we're in here. Oh, I'm tired. We've had a busy day. We did my granddad's ashes this morning, which may not be the sort of thing you talk about in a YouTube video, but we did that this morning and that went quite well. So we were down the church at 11 o'clock today doing that. It's the sort of final piece in the chapter for that. He made it to the ripe old age of 100 and 103 months, I think. He did quite well. He wanted to try and beat his mum. His mum made it to 110 months. So he wanted to do that. So we've done that today. And then I just want to get ready for... So we're going camping tomorrow. I can't remember if I stuff this in the stuff sack or if I roll it. I think I roll it because I don't think this stuff stuffs that well. I know some of you are going to be screaming out about how to look after Dyneema tents. But in my book, a tent's a tent, and it's kind of meant to be used. I don't think I do stuff it, so I don't think it stuffs very well. Let's try rolling it. I'm sure there's probably loads of noise coming off of this. Not really enough space in here to be doing this. Let's see how we go. I'm very close to just putting it in my bag but I quite like to strap this to the top of the bag so that I've got more space in the bag. That worked. It's been a while since I packed it. I think I roll it a bit better than that. I think rolling it is the way to... That's kind of a mix between rolling and stuffing. So, there we go. So, tent, seat. We've got other seat here. So 2 seats, tent. And then I'll need some trekking poles. So why don't we stay on brand and bring the Durston ice line poles without the straps. I've lost the little bag for those to go into. This is the X-Dome 1 Plus solid inner. I got the solid as well as what the other one is called. Because in England you need I'm not going to take the X-Mid Pro. No, I am. I don't know. Why am I indecisive today? I think I'm feeling a bit worn out, to be honest. Work is a bit busy and stuff like that. So what I've got here is I'm going to take some guy lines. These are that's some guy line material, and then I've got these line locks on these, but what I'll do is I'll take these off of this. I found this line to not be that great, and I've got some Lawson. I think I'm only going to need 2. Yeah, I need 2, one for each end in case it gets windy. But I don't think it's going to get windy. But what I'll do is, because I think there's some more guy out points on it, if I remember rightly. So I'll take 1, 2, 1 on the floor. So I'll take 4 of those. I'll take 5 of those because you always lose one. So there's 5 of those. Let me just take this one off as well. This is quite a riveting video, I know. But I'm just trying to come out from behind the camera, because all I've done is behind the camera so far, really. If we put that there, so I've got in this little bag, there's six guy lines hooped for stakes. No, there might be more than 6. This is for the X-Dome 1. But I prefer this line, seems to be a bit better. I think the other stuff's quite good. I've got a big reel of that stuff, so I'll put that all in here. And then I can have a fiddle around with there's too many X-Mids, X-Big. I don't know why I've got so many Durston tents. It seems a little bit ludicrous. I quite like their tents. They're good tents. I'm just a bit of a sucker for buying stuff, which seems to be the way that they tell you they've got something new and you buy. So I was just looking for my shot cord. I've got loads of shot cord somewhere, because I think it needs some more shot cord on it. As you can tell, I had all the best will in the world of making all of this completely organised, labelled, so that we know where everything is, and I never really have the time to do it, and I spend the whole time when I'm packing sliding in and out boxes, which is a bit infuriating. So I think when I get back from this camp trip, I'm definitely going to arrange all of my stuff so that it makes it a bit easier and less frustrating. It's definitely easier to pack the day before, because if you pack the morning that you're about to go, that's infuriating as well. You just forget things. You're stressed. You're hot. You're running around. So I find it a lot easier to pack now. So I found the shock cord because I might put some, I think there's some missing on the tent. So I've only found 4mm shock cord. So I'll take a little bit of that with me. This is a Leatherman I thought I'd lost. 4mm, seems big. I'll take some. That'll do. That gives me something to do. It don't work that well for cutting. There we go. I have got some smaller shock cord, but I can't find it in this absolute pigsty. So I'll put them on my guy lines. That's in this little bag here, so that's my guy line bag. And other bits and pieces. And then I've got a bag here which has got all my repair kits in it. So it's got some, whatever this is that tenacious tape. And it's got all of the, it's got a lot of different patches for different bags in it. It's got a lighter, and then it's got a spare torch in here, just in case. So that's just, there'll be 2 torches that we take, and then I've got a bag here which has got a football card in it. There's some electrical tape, and this has got this tiny Pad Pal pump in it, which I use for the flex tail for just pumping up my mat. So it just pumps up my mat. I've got a tiny battery which I put in there with that, which is just the Nightcore battery, 10,000 milliamps. I'm testing this out because I've tested this with a thing to see how much power it gets in it, and at the moment my tests show that this only holds about 3,000 milliamp hours of power, as opposed to, I think the usable amount it says is 6,000 or 7,000, but I can only see that it's holding 3,000. I'm waiting for some other batteries, some small batteries, to test those against that. So I put that in there with a torch. I've got a little USB cable in there as well, USB-C cable. So they're like 3 bags there. We've got the first aid kit there. The fuel is going to go in my truck. The fuel will go in the side of my bag. That I can then just come back for when necessary. I do want a table to do my cooking on. Now I think I've seen it somewhere. There we go. Everything seems to be in this box, and I get to this one last. So I'm going to take this little fire maple, stick in the ground table, because I don't think I need much for what I'm doing, but that just gives me just enough to So I'm going to stick that, just that slips in there quite nicely. So we've got all of those bits. There was nothing else here I don't think we need. It's, yeah. So all I've got to add is my food. Bruce has got his food. What I might take as a bit of a luxury, we've only got about half an hour's hike, so it doesn't matter too much about weight of the sleeping bag. So I'm going to take, I could have sworn there was another. I'm going to take a hammock because they're great fun. I thought all this fitted in here. Was there another bag? I am tired today. So, hammock. These are quite good. Emo, I think. Eagle's Nest Outfitters. So not Emo, Eno. Eno. It's quite a good hammock. I have another bag which I just put all my electrical stuff in for the trip. So other battery packs. Depending on whether I'm bringing cameras or not. I don't know if I'm going to bring cameras to this trip. This one might just be for us. I might take a camera. I don't know about the other dad that I'm going with, whether he'll want me to be putting a camera in his face. But such is life. So Leatherman is always handy for these sort of trips. So I've got most of the stuff packed. I've got just some extra clothes to add for my son. We'll put some clothes in. I'll just wear the clothes that I wear. I may take I don't think I need to take my thermals. So there's not much else to really pack at the moment. So I think right, so I've packed everything I need to pack. I just need to add clothes and other little bits and pieces, some treats and stuff. I've got some chocolate pudding in chocolate sauce as a treat. So these are, I just brought, these are so cheap, these, compared to other meals. They're worthwhile taking. So I'll put some of those in, and then I got loads of these which are just, I think these were like 30p each, and it's sugar, tea, coffee, tissues, spoon, like whitener for your coffee. Yeah, it was like think they were 30p, 20p, something like that. And they come with a great Ziploc bag. And I got loads and loads and loads of those just to take. And I got loads of these chocolate pudding in chocolate sauces. Not loads, but a fair few. 4, it's not loads. So that's it. So that I think we'll leave the video for now. I may come back with another video of the camp if we get it going, if it gets okay, if I can use the camera, if I can get it sorted. It'd be quite handy to do a camp. I would thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, if you made it to the end, that's absolutely fantastic. As I say, I'm new to this. I'm starting out. I'm going to be doing stuff wrong. This video is supposed to just show all the things I'm trying to get through to try and do it, and how much hopefully I can enjoy YouTube and my YouTube journey. So it'd be great if you could watch another video. There'll be another video pop up one of these sides. I'm still not sure about that. There'll be maybe this side. There'll be a subscribe and a video one side, which would be nice if you could subscribe. You don't have to, but it would be really nice if you did. And as always, thanks for watching, and I will hopefully see you in another video. See you later. Goodbye.